All right, guys, welcome to the February 2023 results meeting. How did we do?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. 641,000. All right, so that's our best month ever. This agency's been around for almost 16 years. In August, it'll be 16 years, so 15 and a half years. And last month was the best month we've ever had. So just for that reason, let's get up for ourselves. It's really amazing. Last February, because we always want to see how we did last year, we did 360,000. And that was our best month ever at that time. So that's just a year ago. We were like, wow, we did 360,000. That's amazing. And we were talking about like, hey, maybe like next year we could do 400,000. That's our next goal. You know, and to get to 641,000, it's truly, truly amazing. I have so much gratitude towards you guys because we'll talk about how crazy of a month it was. But at the same time, as happy as I am at all times,
You're never happy.
you guys already know, I'm still going to be unsatisfied, okay, because it's just the way I am. You know, even if you did 1 million, I'm still going to want us to do more because I believe that to have happiness, there has to be progress. You know, and I've always followed like, you know, really successful people, like watch their interviews and stuff like that. They always say like, oh, I thought I made it at this age and I retired and I was miserable because there's no progress after that. So there's always has to be some sort of chase, and that's what keeps us going. That's what gives us purpose in life and want to take it to the next level. So that's just gonna be how it is. So even though as great as it was, and I want to say thank you to you guys 1 million times, I still want to go over how we can do better because I truly believe we can. This meeting, we're going to talk about the winners like we always do. And then after that, we're going to go over the difference between a good player and a great player. Okay. And then we're going to talk about how to have more energy, which is the key to this whole thing. All right, guys, so let's talk about the winners here. So the first one is going to be the most hours worked. So usually we talk about this and we clap it up, but I want to spend a little bit more time on this one, this month. And anybody have any like ideas why, or like why we're going to be talking about this a little bit more?
Forced to be here. Because that person's been here for a lot of hours. And
Yeah.
we struggle to get people to be here.
Last month, yeah. Okay, a lot of things happened, but it was our worst attendance month of ever since I calculated it. You know, it's going to be my birthday next week.
Oh shit. Yeah.
And I like to keep my hair, you know, because every morning when I wake up, it's like, yeah, I was noticing in the mirror, I was like, oh shit, what's going on here a little bit. I was thinking, kind of want to ask you guys to be here more. Help me out here, right? I'm gonna be 43, okay? So, you know, just think of it from my perspective. Last month, every day, I got an average of 4 people calling out. Okay, so that's a lot of stress, okay? And then, you know, as much as I like recruiting, like, you know, it's kind of a constant, like, thing for me to, like, keep recruiting, and then I still, just because of our situation, don't want to be hiring anybody, you know? I still have a process and make sure we make the right hires because the wrong one could be a lot more headache, too. So it was a lot, okay? And then a lot of stress went towards you guys who were here, too, because I want us to be busy, but I don't want you guys to be overworked. You know, so as a team, that's like my ask to improve attendance because some of the situations were like when the leads come in, you know, it cost me like $50 to $70 to have a lead call us, you know, and for us to get a call and no one could work on it. And then, yeah, we could call them back, but some of these were getting called back the next day or next hour, and those closing ratios go way down, you know, when people call us. That's kind of what they expect from insurance companies, that when I call them, they're ready for me to help them. And for us to not be able to handle some leads, those are some situations. And I've been turning down the leads, but there comes to a point where I don't want to turn them down too much because once we start needing them, then it's going to be hard to get all the momentum going again. Because right now we are busy with the non-renewal leads. But I still have to keep some of these other lead sources on so we don't have to start all over when the non-renewal leads will stop in August. My ask is for us to get better at attendance, and we're going to talk about that actually a little bit more. But let's just talk about who won, okay? Because these are the people that I really want to appreciate. Third place, we have Jasmine. Let's just clap it up for every single person for this for this one. Okay, America at 100%. And then who won it this month? It was first place finisher was Maria. Mari. You know, when you're new, the one thing you can control is your attendance and your attitude and your activity level. And one thing I want to tell her about Mari is that, I mean, first of all, she made the commitment, such a commitment that she even changed her name for us. So that shows a lot of commitment. She also, not just being here, but understanding all the Aspire and all the other carriers, like, because, you know, who's going to train her? Like, we all didn't know. For her to understand how to make endorsements on those and just really learning fast and just being here shows a lot of promise, and I'm very excited about her future. So doing a great job. She did tell me that her secret is she makes ginger shots every morning for herself and her whole family. I think honey's in there, lemon's in there, whatever is in there, but it's like an everyday thing, it's like a habit. And I really believe in habits when it comes to improving your health. To make it automatic, it's just every day. That's it. That's her secret, she says. All right. Most payments made. We have third place. We have Linda. We have Eva at 103. Way to go. And then the first place finisher for this category for February was Genesis. Now this is her third month in a row winning this category, so she's showing a lot of consistency here of just being here. I think one of the things that I also appreciate that is she's always on time. Well, she's always early actually. And she, you know, sometimes we get a call at 8 or 7:50 and she's able to pick up the calls, and that helps us, again, have a better reputation. If it's a lead, at least we're picking up, or if it's customer service and not going to voicemail and slows us down. So she's really helping us get off to a good start to the day. So I really appreciate her with that. All right, and then we have most phone hours. America at 52.5, Blanca at 56.5, and then the first place finisher for most phone hours. Laura, yep. 59 hours. Last year, she averaged 48 hours on the phone per month. So 11 more hours a month is just showing us that there's another level, you know. Just like I talked about, there's progress. And she's getting to another level as far as just being able to just talk all month, all three of them, just been on the phones all month long. And that's just something that requires tremendous energy, which is something that we're going to be talking about a lot in this meeting. Most phone calls, Blanca over 1,000. Laura, 1,222. Big time numbers here. And who we have at first place in this category? Jasmine at 1,258. Let's get up for Jasmine. That's a lot of calls. And compared to last year, that's 200 more calls a month. And this is an all-time record too. She broke her all-time record that she set last month. So it's just been a lot of activity. When we talk energy, who do we think about? Jasmine. Highest closing ratio. This category, I ran it a little bit differently. I think this way is a little bit more accurate. But these are, and it was really close. We had a lot of good solid ones. But third place, we have Jason here at 21%. Laura at 22%. And then the first place finisher we do have in this room, Espedi at 23%. So yeah, just really skilled at talking to clients, taking her time, connecting, making them laugh, and getting them to trust you. Just explaining how to spell her name and where it came from every single time. I'm not sure if that's helping.
Yeah, it's very true.
But it's definitely something that's working because closing ratio is very important and definitely great results there. All right, and then the most broker fees, we have America at 1,000. That's third place. Blanca at 1,166. First place finisher, Jasmine at 1,620. This is her second month in a row winning this category, so I don't know, maybe we could call her the broker fee queen. All right, and then we have 4 agents who had their best month ever. Okay, First one is gonna go to Maria. I don't want to give Eva all the credit.
No.
But I will say that there is something about having people around you that's rooting for you, wants you to win. And I think that's something that definitely helps the camaraderie and the energy level. And I'm just really happy for Maria, because she's been here for close to 7 years now. And she brings so much to the table for our agency as far as training the newer people. So that's her most valuable skill, but I like her to also sell and get better at that too. So whenever I see anything good happening to Maria, then I'm really happy because I love to see loyalty paying off. So her skill level is getting higher, and really happy to see that. And then we have the next best month ever. We have Judith. So this has only been 6 months since she's been licensed, and her goal for the beginning of the year was to increase her sales numbers every single month. So that was a great goal, and she's doing it 2 for 2. So her numbers are continuing to increase. Same thing, solid, closing ratio, just knowing how to talk to people, a lot of empathy in her voice, and it's definitely working out for her. Congratulations, Judith. And then we have someone else in this room with her best month ever. We got Espedi at 55,000. This is amazing because this is only her second full month with us. Okay, and that has to be the fastest anybody has ever gotten to 50,000. So again, tremendous sales skills, experience, people skills, communication skills, knows what to say, a true pro, and just based on the start she's getting, really excited about what the future holds for her in this year with us as well. So big time numbers there. And then we have the last best months ever is Laura at 135,000. Just incredible. We'll talk to her about her a little bit more, but the chatter out there is like, hey, this is a bad year to sell insurance. Like, it's tough to sell insurance this year. It's like, man, it's hard. Well, we had our best month ever, and Laura had her best month ever. So I know there's a lot of chatter out there. It's all a mindset thing that we get to choose. Like, is this really hard, or is it the best time? It's just our choice to choose how we want to look at things. And the numbers show that it's actually never been better than right now to sell insurance, which is the exact opposite everyone is saying. So great way for her to show us the example and inspire us to show us what's possible. All right, so let's get into the sales category. Third place for most sales. Let's give it up for Blanca. Oh, here we go. Now you're gonna have to be in the camera. There you go. Congratulations.
Sorry to leave you too.
Ask him to subscribe, please. So due to her, attendance in January wasn't that hot of a start for her. So I'm really happy to see her have a much better month in February. And we're going to talk about energy and stuff like that a little bit later. But one of the things I could tell you about Blanca is when she's here, there's really nobody that works faster than her. And when it comes to business, efficiency, speed, that's how you win in business. And she even called herself, after a long day, she sold 11,000. She was leaving around close to 6, and it's sold 8 policies. She's like, wow, I feel like I'm a machine. And I thought that was so true because, that's what it takes to put up really high numbers. It's just the way she just processes things, get the pictures, boom, boom, puts it together. It's and it's only been in 1 week, and she just already has this formula to be able to do it repeatedly and fastly and efficiently and accurately. Those are the things that makes a difference. So really want to recognize her for her speed and efficiency and just being able to stay busy. Very few people could match that energy, and I'm really proud of Blanca's month. And then the second place finisher, most sales, we have a huge number here at 93,000. Let's get up for Jasmine. Ask him to like and comment. All right, so now it's only been 2 months, but she's averaging 87,000. Last year was 71,000. Number 1 in phone calls and broker fees. Third in phone hours at over 54 hours. So, when it comes to energy, we're going to talk about Jazz because that's really what You could just tell from her voice that she's energetic when she picks up the call, she's on a sales call. I mean, I sit all the way on the other side of the office, and I can hear her getting credit card numbers. So that's what energy is about, okay? Another thing that I'll share with you guys is that even though she sold 93,000, there was one day where she didn't sell anything. Okay, and she was like, oh, I blanked. Like, I didn't get anything that day.
It was Saturday.
Was it Saturday? Yeah. But you came back and then it was like 7:50, you came out early. And you're like, I blanked yesterday. So what I did was, you told me that you went home and went straight to bed at like 7:30.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got here all early. But because that just shows how much she cares. That she has a standard of not letting a day of not having a sell be okay with her. She just said, okay, I'm gonna get ready for the next day. It's all about preparation in this business. She went to bed early. She got to work early, and then got off, sold, had her probably made up for the day that she didn't get anything. So sleep is gonna be a big part of energy, which we'll talk about, but let's just give it up for Jasmine because she's really cares about her production. She really cares about her, she just really cares. And that's what makes her special. And that's what made her be able to earn $11,000 this month. And then we have our first place finisher in our room here. Let's give it up for Laura. Say hi, everybody. Ask him to subscribe. So February of last year, her numbers are at 72,000. Okay. And that was one of her best months ever. We're like 70,000. She's gonna average 70,000 last year. We're talking about that. It's like amazing. And then 135. That's almost doubling what she did last year. Okay, so it just shows what is possible in this business. And I think we're so lucky and fortunate to have somebody that could show us. Because one thing is for me to watch YouTube videos. Sometimes I'm trying to get to the next level, so I'll watch people and then I'll follow people on Instagram or whatever, that are doing great things. But for you guys to have a real life example of someone who could actually see, ask questions to, okay, like a real life example of somebody that exists within our office that is showing us what we could do is truly an inspiration to us. 1,222 phone calls, amazing, 59 hours on the phone, first place, 22% closing ratio, 13 business policies, 2 life policies. Her attendance would have been 100% if it wasn't for damn kidney stones. But that's a valid excuse, I would say. But even while she was having kidney stones passed in the hospital, she was texting me to get underwriting approval for a commercial policy. So again, speaking of if you really care or not, that shows that she really cares. And I got the approval for her, and then she came back, and the day she came back, she closed that $37,000 commercial auto policy. She closed a $12,000 high value home, and closed a life policy on the same day. So again, we're just extremely lucky to see what Laura does. It requires a tremendous amount of energy to not only do what she does, but to learn what she knows. And for that, we're very appreciative and feel like very lucky to have her on our team. So way to go, Laura, for making $14,000 this month, $95 an hour. Let's get it. Absolutely amazing. All right, and then we have our Hustle Award winner. So we have 3 nominees as normal. First one is America with 100% attendance, 912 phone calls, 52.5 phone hours. And one thing that I've noticed is that America has either won twice already or have been nominated for this award every single month. So she's always in the running for this award, which shows a tremendous amount of consistency. Jasmine at 99% attendance, first in phone calls, 54 phone hours. And Maria Romero for her more than perfect attendance. She didn't miss a single day and worked a Saturday. That's how you get to 103. 352 phone calls, 23 phone hours. Who do you guys think deserves it based on these numbers? Let's give it up for Jasmine. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think I want to add with her month that actually made it special is that it was her birthday month. Okay, and a lot of times when it's your birthday month, you're thinking like, okay, well, it's time for me to enjoy life. You know, it's time for me to celebrate, which is okay, which is understandable, you know. But in her situation, she was like, okay, well, I'm not sure what's going on with farmers. I'm not sure what the team's going on. There's a lot of things going on. She could have very well, like, you know, I'm sure she could afford a nice vacation, but she said, okay, I'm going to be here for the team, and I'm going to make money and work through. The only 2 days she missed was really her day and Maya's birthday. So something to be said about working extremely hard and having one of her best months ever, and winning this hustle award on your birthday month is something that really shows her character. So let's get up for Jazz again. All right, so today I want to talk to you guys about the difference between a good player and a great player.